Rediscovering lost dreams. Dust rained down as I yanked open the attic door, desperate for distraction on what felt like the lowest day of my life. My world had just crumbled, career gone, relationship over, dreams shelved so long ago that I barely remembered what hope felt like. Then, in a forgotten cardboard box wedged between Christmas lights and old coats, I found a battered journal scrawled with my teenage handwriting and wild ambitions. The pages crackled as I turned them, each word a time capsule of dreams I'd convinced myself were out of reach. I read about the stories I wanted to write, the places I swore I'd travel, the courage I promised to find. For a moment, the sting of my recent failures faded, replaced by a flicker of the fire I used to feel. It was like reconnecting with a younger version of myself, a version who wasn't afraid to dream big, who didn't yet believe in the limits the world had taught me to accept. Sitting cross-legged on the dusty floor, I realized that the person who wrote those dreams was still inside me, waiting for another chance. Instead of closing the journal and shoving it back into the dark, I tore out a page and stuck it to my wall as a promise. That night, I mapped out a plan to take my first small step, submitting a short story to a local contest. It seemed tiny compared to the wild dreams in those pages, but for the first time in years, I felt alive again. Looking back, it wasn't the journal itself that changed my life, but the reminder that dreams never really die, we just lose sight of them. Sometimes, rediscovering what once set your soul on fire is all it takes to spark a new beginning. It's never too late to chase what makes your heart race, no matter how many setbacks you face.